Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Sen and Grez here on Kulas Ravine. We have Sen spawning as the yellow Zerg on the top right hand corner of Kulas Ravine. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left hand side we have Grez as the purple Terran over here. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what exactly these strategies are going to be. Grez most likely going to open up with a 10 supply, 12 barracks. Now, a little bit on the matchup here on Kulas Ravine. Kulas Ravine is really an anti-Zerg map. The natural expansion over here is just so exposed, and really a lot of Zerg players are forced to do a lot of single base play. Normally the high ground expansions are available, however, because of these destructible rocks and the low damage on Zerglings, it is fairly difficult for Zerglings to really take down these destructible rocks. Terran players, on the other hand, can go ahead and build a command center and lift it off over here. We see Grez now opening up with a very interesting 10 racks followed by a 10 refinery. So Grez not doing a standard opening, not a standard economic opening. So we'll see how exactly Grez really wants to play out in this instance. For only thing I can really imagine is just Reaper play, and Reapers really can jump up and down from this ledge fairly easily. Also, Reapers are able to, I believe from here, almost hit this Vespian geyser. Not 100% sure about that. Now we have a supply depot coming in as well, and Grez may be able to wall off this whole entire front door with a single barracks, which would be a fairly interesting opening. So no, now gonna lifting it off, gonna reposition it, place it down here. We should see an upgrade to orbital command sometime soon. No upgrade to orbital command, as he now just got that tech lab down, and there's that upgrade to that orbital command. So yeah, very interesting opening. Sen now trying to go for a fast hatchery at this natural expansion, which is fairly wide and fairly exposed. So I'm expecting Sen to try to build some spine crawlers eventually, and then walk them over, as they are very slow across this ground with no creep, and then try to reroute themselves here in order to better protect that base. Overlord now flying in as well. Gonna go ahead and do some scouting. SCV now coming out to scout. Does not look like Grez will be able to spot that fast hatchery unless he tries to purposely move over. Yeah, not gonna spot it, as Grez now moseys on into that base. Taking a look at the production, we are going for Grez now going for Reapers. So Reapers are being produced already. The barracks should most likely rally to a different location in just a moment, not all the way over here. So that's going to be a little bit in the change. Anyways, Grez a little bit behind in terms of harvester count, 16 on 16, no, 14 harvesters compared to 16. He does have that mule, so the mule will help him out a little bit. And now Grez setting up an early bunker. So an early bunker now already coming out, and now Zergling's going to be coming out to do a little bit of an engagement. The Reaper should probably hide right over here in order to be able to force those Zerglings to try to run in and engage. That bunker, however, is so close to being completed. It looks like Sen will be forced to wait a little bit longer. Now bunker is down, trying to take down this hatchery. Most likely what's going to happen is, oh no, does not want to engage yet. Right as that queen comes out, the Reaper will be forced to aggro that queen, and then the bunker can't auto-aim. So if that queen comes out and then those Zerglings come in to engage at just the right time, that might be able to work. No, engaging a little bit too early, and now out comes this queen as well. SCV is trying to come in, and now Queen's getting focused down, and now looking at the Zerglings now still getting focused down. Finally the Queen getting focused down. SCV's coming in to repair, 4 SCVs repairing back over here, trying to take down this one particular building. So wow, three SCVs, and now a 4th Reaper coming in, and Sen going to lose this very easily. Creep tumor being placed down by Sen. I really like this play, enabling him to gather creep up now before all of this is gone. Broodlings now come over to try to take down this bunker, but the bunker will have no problem as those SCVs are able to continue to repair. Zerglings now moving on home as those Reapers are trying to take down that Overlord, but it's not going to really work, that larva egg. So Grez dealing the first damaging blow towards Sen. Sen unable to set up that fast expansion like he wanted to, and now he's only going to be playing off of a single hatchery play. Sen now still having a fair number of Zerglings, and I believe he's getting the metabolic boost. Yeah, metabolic boost nearly completed, so those Reapers are going to have a fairly difficult time. In come these Reapers, and now Queen trying to move over, and now Zerglings coming in. Zerglings have that metabolic boost, getting a nice surround, preventing those Reapers from being able to jump in anywhere, and now being focused down. Queen, however, going to get focused down in just a moment, and this is not good, forcing Sen to cancel that hatchery. And now Sen, very, very low on hit points on that single queen, perhaps should try to exchange queens, walk one queen over, and then move the other queen back. This queen could move over here, start yeah, it looks like Sen is going to in fact do a little bit of a little bit of a split, and now this bunker should be salvaged. There is no more reason for that bunker to be sitting in that position. However, I do not. Sen should have seen those Reapers leaving that position. So Queen and Zerglings now trying to take it down, and it looks like the salvage will not be in time. The building was destroyed, I believe, as those Reapers now returning home. Taking a look at the army sizes, army of Grez sitting at 450 while the army of Sen sitting at 575. Harvester count, however, shows a completely different story, with Sen sitting at 15 harvesters compared to Grez's 23, so that is a fairly large difference, especially as we now have a reactor and a starport being built, most likely medevacs followed by double Hellions. Zerglings now trying to take down these destructible rocks, perhaps to get off onto this high ground. Very, very important for Zerg players to be able to access this high ground, as siege tanks or other units like to sit up here and just really rain down on your parade of a fast expansion. So Queen now getting ready to try to spawn larva over here. Another Queen slowly healing. So 3 Queens in action. And perhaps we'll get a transfusion. No, not going to get a transfusion. And probably be a pretty safe bet at this stage in the game to get a transfusion. It's 125 hit points. That Queen needs 125 hit points right there. Anyways, hatchery back over here. And really, I do not see any other play coming in. Overlord getting taken down by a random Marine. But really no real strategies coming in just quite yet. Hellions have been picked up, and now we have these destructible rocks being taken down on this ramp in order to grab the high ground expansion on Kulas Ravine. Finally, Sen gonna be able to start harvesting from additional mineral patches and try to get a stronger economic advantage. And Zerg has such a strong economy with that spawn larva ability, able to quickly catch up in terms of that harvester count. However, Grez now sitting with a much larger army, so if Grez now tries to push, may be able to deal a lot of damage. Hellions continuing to be macroed up. Those 2 Hellions could have just jumped into that medevac and then moved on out. An additional medevac, more factories being put down, double racks, a single factory with a reactor, and a single starport as well. So units just still moving on out, and now we have those Zerglings just running around the top side. We'll see how this really is going to work, as now we see this medevac's trying to do some sort of drop, not going to be able to drop their cargo. So Grez now jumping onto this low ground and forcing all those Zerglings to really run back around. How is this all going to work, as now Stim being used in order to try to chase down some of these units. Zerglings trying to do a little bit of an engagement, and now quickly jumping back into that high ground and now firing back down. So very nicely done. Grez able to just focus down these particular, trying to focus down that Overlord. Now Overlord down to 20 hit points. There it goes. So no longer has any sight. Wait, no, really needs to take care of this Zergling over here. And still has sight onto that high ground. Zerglings waiting off to the north, ready to do a quick jump if need be. Took a look at the harvesters per minute. Now in come these Marines. Zerglings getting a little bit caught up here as a Spinecrawler does a quick gets a quick transfusion and still able to heal up even further. The Spinecrawler with a range of 7, unable to hit down any of these Marauders over here. Zerglings now coming back around and may be able to get a surround off. The medevacs now taking a fair share of damage as well, so those medevacs really need to pull back out. Grez able to escape with 2 very low hit point medevacs, and able to keep that precious cargo. Now Sen doing a fast expansion over here, or doing an expansion over here at this high yield mineral location, a little bit far away for Grez, so Grez does not know about that location just quite yet. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between Grez and Sen here on Kulas Ravine.